Hello YouTube, welcome to Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. I'm Ronnie Humphrey. As always, thanks for joining me today. I'm still under the weather, but we're going to soldier on out here in the shop. Feels better to be out here than it is laying in bed. So we'll try to get some more stuff done today on the truck. Got some really cool updates to give you that I think you'll enjoy. So ride along with me. Let's see what we get done. Well, I'm really excited to share with you that we spent about 4 hours last night, took this transmission apart and checked everything out. And we made the shifter, all the shifter lines on it. And we have the aluminum bell housing that we cut down. Hey, I wasn't able to video any of that, but we were just so busy and it was getting late. So that's where we're at. This is the old transmission we had in there. That was the 2-speed, and we're still looking for parts. We're going to fix this one and go ahead and turn it back into a regular 4-speed. But this is the aftermath of trying to build a transmission. But boy, I tell you what, I'm so glad. So we can make a lot of headway today. I think we're going to play with the exhaust a little bit more, possibly. We're also going to work on some more of the accessories up under the hood. So let's see if we can get going and see what we can get done. Well, I spent the first hour and a half, 2 hours of my day cleaning up the shop and redesigning this transmission mount. This is a lot better situation we got now, a lot stronger. And now we can go on to something else finally. That cross member took me so long, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to mess with the exhaust today. But I said, well, hey, we'll do some of this fun stuff. As long as I don't drop anything down in the motor, that would be a disaster. There we go. I wish I had a 2-inch spacer, but I've only got a 1-inch spacer. But I want to get these holes lined up first. This is a 750 CFM MPS carburetor. Don't have a lot of information. I tried to call them and get some information. The jets in there are 81, which I think is a little bit big. Okay. I'm gonna try to test fit this fuel log here. If you're not familiar with these are the adjustable fuel logs. It's amazing how many times you try to put a solid fuel log on there, it won't work. This one here actually has an O-ring in it, and it's adjustable. So no more forcing the fuel log to fit. I pulled it out the right exact amount. That's crazy. It's so much easier with that thing being able to telescope. And there you go. I've got some fittings here somewhere, so we'll see if we can get our fuel line run on down to the fuel pump. Got a nice, pretty fittings here. Put a 45 up here. Then we'll put a, tell you what, I should have bought a straight. I bought a 90, but we'll just put a straight down there on that end, so we'll go swap this out for a straight. Okay. Just about right. I'm gonna get a little oil put on here. Just a drop or two on here. One fuel line. All right. Now see if we can figure out some way to run a fuel pressure gauge back here off the fuel log. So this is like a 3/8. So let's see if we can find a feeding going to back that to a number 4. I have years of stuff built up, all these fittings, AN stuff, lines. It took me forever to find this. For some reason, they're using a 3/8 on the back of that fuel log, and I want to reduce down to a number 4. So hopefully we got what we need now. Well, I got this little thread tape here on this fitting, and the only reason I can figure they use such a big fitting is probably for copyright issues. The other one was probably a 1/4 inch, and they had to go to a 3/8 just so they wouldn't mess with any copyrights. So I'm sure that's what it was. Now we can run number 4 to the back of our line back there, back of our fuel pressure gauge. So let's see if we can come up with a line. That should be a lot easier. Well, I dug through all my lines and I found a number 4 here that I think will work. So let's see if it'll go on there and go through the dash. Okay, I put some brake cleaner to this and cleaned it out. Yeah, that's gonna work. Okay, perfect. There we go. Nice. Well, I didn't want to bore you with all the details, but I put the power steering tank together and used some lines that I already had, and then got everything plumbed up to the power steering box. We're going to go ahead and run up to the muffler shop now. I'm going to go ahead and get these transition pieces made for this boom tube. That way I can mess with it tomorrow. I'll have all the pieces I need. So we'll go ahead and run up there and do that, and see if I can get them made for us real quick. This little muffler shop up here in South Shreveport has done everything for me for a long time, and I've brought them race cars up here, and they've built exhaust and stuff, but let's see if they can get this figured out. All right, here's what we ended up with. This is not cut square. Don't worry about that. We're going to weld a tab on here. But we swelled it out. That'll go over the header now. Then that goes in there, and that'll make the connection. So let's head back to the shop. Well, this exhaust is kind of hard to do by myself, but I've got it where it's pretty lined up. And the good news is I've got it in a different position than when I had yesterday, and it looks like the exhaust is going to go outside the truck. That is wonderful. So we got to try to be real careful to get this right the first time. So let me see if I can get these filler pieces in. I'm going to try to video this upside down, but there you go. This is our transition pieces here. We just got back from the muffler shop with right here. And I made them about 2 inches too long, let them run wild, and it worked out perfect. And there you go. The best thing at all is look at there. They stick outside the truck body, so we don't have to extend those things. Fabulous. All right, these are muffler to header tabs, and I've only got 3. I really need 4, but these just simply go across the joint like that. We'll put them on the side, but you weld them, one there, one that piece on each side of your slip joint, then you can bolt them together. So, but the first thing before we put these on, we're going to come here, we're going to make some hangers back here in the back and go ahead and get them located in the back, and go from there and work our way forward. I'm starting from the outside and working my way back towards the headers. This is the rack that they weld in to mount the exhaust off of. Unfortunately, the exhaust I had on this truck originally would have been further to the back. So what I did, you can see the angle in there stops. So I welded this piece here on. I just got this on here temporarily. Then we'll come back and we will put individual tabs, or I may leave this on. I'm not sure. It looks kind of crappy, but right now it's just holding everything up. But we can't just put a 90 off of there and weld it to the exhaust. Then I can go through the center with a 5/16 and put a T-bar across there to help support in the center. Then right here, we're going to use this existing tab. And I ground off the paint up there. We're going to just simply do this, put a bolt in there, and then we'll be able to double nut it on the top. We'll put a longer bolt, but I just get this welded in here, and then that'll be that point. Then I'll put one on that side. Then we'll put our header tabs, and I think that will probably be sufficient, I think. That is solid as a rock right there. Double nutted the top of it, and I got a lock washer on the head of the grade 8 bolt. So, man, that's good. All right, on this last one, we're gonna do the old bend flat bar trick. You can take a piece of flat stock and twist it. You see we got a blue dot up there. We're gonna drill a hole there, just a 1/4 inch hole, or maybe probably 5/16. Then we're gonna weld this right there all the way around, drill a hole up there, and that'll be it. Wow. All right, you can see how this is gonna work. We'll go ahead and put a longer bolt up here. You always wanna be able to double nut. I just put a bolt in here to hold in place right now until I weld this up. We'll weld that hole up too. And then we'll come in here and we will put our, probably gonna put our connectors right here on each side. And I may put one more since I got 3. I need to order some more, but let's get this on here first, and then we'll move on to the next and last step. Okay, there you go. That's a done deal. Now we'll put our straps across here on 3 different places, and that'll be it. All right, we got our connector tabs here, there, and there. And then we got our 3/8 bolt, grade 8 bolt up here, double nutted. Then we got this piece of tab here. We got to put a longer bolt there. As far as this back here, I decided what I'm going to do. This is just temporary. I am going to take this back down, but we're going to leave it now so we can do it on some other stuff. But we're just going to put a 90-degree angle iron here, cut it, drill it, bolt it there, and then do the same thing on this side, 90 degree to that tab there. But in the middle, instead of sticking something up in the center, I'm just going to weld these together. I'm going to put a flat bar across here, flat plate, and weld those together, because these are 2 individual pipes, so they got to be supported somehow in the middle as well. So that'll work. Wow, what a busy day. I'm still sick as a dog, but glad I was able to get a lot of stuff done today. And it's really starting to take shape. The big thing is getting the exhaust done. That is a major, major task. Appreciate you guys watching as always. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button. We'll see you next time on Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. God bless you. You take care.